What's going on, Mountaineer Nation? Welcome back into the Country Roads webcast. Here for a recruiting roundup video. Dropped the transfer portal update yesterday. Figured follow up with the recruiting update. Been trying to get this out for a while. We know West Virginia had a big recruiting weekend during the Gold Blue spring game, and it paid off in a big way, both in the upcoming class, landing a very impressive commitment, and even get a jump start on the 2026 class, picking up a commitment there that announces his commitment right to Pat McAfee, bringing home Pat McAfee, paying off dividends already. I think having him to boost this program is going to really do good things for recruiting as long as we keep bringing him around and bringing him back into the fold. Great move by the university there, getting the alumni back involved. Can only really help West Virginia in their recruiting efforts, and they're continuing to have great recruiting efforts. So let's talk a little bit about those. Let's talk first about the commit in the upcoming class. It's another tall tight end. West Virginia very excited to add this tight end, Jackson Accuardi, coming from Wisconsin. Let's take a look here at the WV Sports Now article. Then we'll add him to our commitment list, and we'll check out a couple of his highlights as well. All right, like I said, this coming from WVSportsNow.com, and Carl Ludwig. WVU lands jumbo 3-star tight end during the spring game visit. There you see his commitment graphic that he announced on social media, but excellent size coming in, already 6'7", 235 pounds, and you see West Virginia continuing to go for that type of frame at the tight end position. We saw Cole Taylor have one of the best receiving tight ends by a West Virginia tight end in 40 or 50 years last year. He's 6'7". West Virginia follows that up. They bring in Jack Samarco in this past class, 6'6", 240 pounds. So right around the same frame, but Jackson Accuardi is extremely highly regarded, had a ton of offers. Look at that offer list there. Committed to WVU over offers from Central Michigan, Colorado, Duke, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa State, Louisville, Michigan State, Missouri, and Vandy. He put out a nice statement there. If you want to go read it, you can read it here in this article from WVSN or on his social media there. But WVU getting him in for the spring game, and we knew that was going to be a big visit for West Virginia, and they land Jackson Accuardi. So let's take a look here at our commitment tracker for the 2025 class now that we can add his name to this list. All right, and as you can see, we will add Jackson Accuardi's name to the list, and he becomes the 6th verbal commitment for the Mountaineers in the 2025 class as they continue to try and build this thing. We'll keep track of it here on the CRW as they continue to try and do so. He's the first commit not from, in-state or from a borderline state, actually coming from Wisconsin. So great recruiting effort here by Blaine Stewart. I think he's done a good job with the tight end since he's came in last season. We've seen that obviously in on the field results and now in recruiting as well, adding Jackson Accuardi. But let's let his play speak for itself. I'm going to show a few highlights from his junior season here on his huddle tape. I'll link the entire tape in the video description if you want to check out more. But I think in these first 3 plays, you get to see some good stuff because you see him attack downfield, you see some blocking, and you see him in the screen game as well. So let's take a look at new West Virginia tight end commit, Jackson Accuardi. And as you see there, good stats, 425 yards on 22 catches, nearly 20 yards per catch. See him lined up out wide there on this first play up at the top of the screen, and he catches a deep ball, and you see him utilizing the height to get the ball over the defender, but then also able to go score as well. Something that he shows, throughout this highlight. I think he has good athleticism for his size. You see him playing out wide there, but you also see he can line up attached, and he does have experience blocking. Look at this, drive that man all the way to the ground. That's a pancake for you on that run play. So you see that aspect of his game, something that West Virginia will certainly use. And how about this? A design screen to him. Looks like he's only going to get a few yards, but how about the ability to continue to break it? And like I said, take it the distance for a house call. So really excited about this tight end addition for West Virginia. I think Jackson Accuardi has a ton of potential, and I'm really excited about this latest commitment for the 2025 class. But that's not the only class West Virginia added to. Like I said, getting a quick jump start on that 2026 class. West Virginia picks up a commitment in Davon Taylor, an outside linebacker, probably going to play a spur at West Virginia. Let's take a look here at his commitment article. All right, and like I said, coming from WVSN, this one from Mike Asti, 2026 3-star out of the Whippeal, reveals his commitment to Pat McAfee. West Virginia getting a jump start in that 2026 class with Davon Taylor, 6 foot, 210 pounds, but, from Bishop Canavan this past year, but he's going to play at Aliquippa, so likely, he's a 3-star now, but he could climb up in those rankings. We know how highly touted Aliquippa is, so definitely, good. He committed to West Virginia over Penn State, Pitt, Syracuse, and a bunch of others already, so early commitment, and you love, like I said, getting this commitment committed to Pat McAfee. 76 tackles, 23 TFLs, and 17 sacks last season. Like I said, still a couple years left to play in high school football, but take a look here. I'm going to show you guys this video of him talking to Pat McAfee. Pretty cool stuff here.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. We should not be playing against this. And you need to, kneel the ball out, okay? Let's not try to embarrass anybody this year, okay? We understand you guys got an NFL factory over there. I assume you're next. What's your name, Davion?
Just committed today.
To here?
Yes,
what position?
Linebacker.
Let's go, dude. Can't wait to see you here, man.
Pretty awesome. up there. You love to see Pat McAfee coming with that and helping West Virginia in the recruiting game. Hopefully that's something that continues to benefit the Mountaineers. But let's pull up now, actually start, I guess you could say, our 2022 commitment tracker. 2026 commitment tracker. West Virginia getting a jump start on that, like I said here, with the addition of Davon Taylor, the outside linebacker coming in. Going to be coming from the state of Pennsylvania, 6 foot 210 now. West Virginia's first commit right there from the state of Pennsylvania. Like we've talked about in the previous class, is doing a great job recruiting in-state, doing a great job recruiting the borderline states. And here's a good pickup already with that 2026 class. The Gold Blue game was a lot of fun, and it was clearly impressive as West Virginia was able to pick up several commitments following that spring game. But there you have it, Mountaineer Nation. Just wanted to give you a little recruiting roundup video here on the CRW May 5th edition. West Virginia picking up some commits following the Gold Blue game. Talked a bit about the transfer commit in our transfer portal update that we dropped yesterday. Wanted to talk a little bit about the high school recruiting and some commits that West Virginia's brought in there as well. So you've heard my thoughts, though. Would love to hear yours. Drop them in the comments there. Appreciate those interactions here on the Country Roads webcast. If you made it this far in the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. That helps us a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And if you're a WVU fan, be sure to subscribe here if you haven't already. Talking a ton of West Virginia football and basketball here on the channel. But appreciate you guys tuning into this one. As always, I'm Jordan Cruz, and until next time, let's go Mountaineers.